Hi there. On this video I'm going to show you how to set up auto mode so that we can post the books for you to your preferred social media accounts, so to your Twitter account or your Facebook account and places like that. So you should have done step number 1 already before you started playing the video, and that was simply to select how often you would like us to post these books. So I'm going to set mine to once every day and click on save. And you'll see here it says that my details have been updated. So now on to step 2, which is where you should be now watching this video. The first thing you need to do is to pop over to IFT by clicking on this link right here. So this opens up in a new window, and IFT stands for if this, then that, and it's a completely free automation system. So you need to create an account with IFT, so go up to the top here and click on sign up. It gives you a couple of options. You can sign in with Facebook, which is incredibly convenient, but I recommend that you don't do that. And instead, click down at the bottom here where it says use a password to sign up. So click on that link. Now here, you're going to be using an email address and a password to create your IFT account. Now the reason I recommend this is because IFT can only connect to one type of social media account at a time, so one Twitter account or one Facebook account. If you want to connect this to maybe 4 or 5 different Twitter accounts, if you're marketing to different niche markets, then you need 4 or 5 different IFT accounts to do so. But if you've created your IFT login using your Facebook details, then it's quite difficult to create another one, so you're always logging in under the same username. So I recommend that you create an email address for an IFT account, and then you can connect that to your Twitter account, and if you want to set up a new Twitter account later, then you can just create a new IFT account and so on, and you can just make as many as you need. So I'm going to set up a completely fresh IFT account here. I've already got about 10 IFT accounts, but I'm just going to create this one for this demonstration. So I'm going to call it demo account, and it needs to be a proper email address. So I'm going to just use, well, not that email, but autoaffiliateprogram.com. So it's going to be one of my catch-all email addresses. So you need to pop in your email up there, and I'm just going to use a password and ask it to remember it for me. Once you've logged in, it goes through a little bit of a demonstration, and you can't really do anything here, so it's a bit misleading. You just need to wait for it to finish. So once that's completed, it then takes us to a page where it does some recommendations for us. I'm not going to use any of these, but what I am going to do is go up to the top, click on my name, and select New Applet. And on this page, you need to click on this. And then what we're going to do here is select the RSS feed, which is the orange one right here. But IFT always add new ones to here, so it might be in a different place or they could be organized differently. So if you have trouble finding it, just start typing RSS in there and it should pop up. So click on that. And we need to choose the new feed item, so make sure you can select that one. Now, the address that we put into here is completely unique to you, so you need to make sure you get this correct. So pop back over to Auto Affiliate Program, and the address is just underneath the video that you're currently watching. So select all of this, make sure there's no additional spaces in there, and just copy that, and then go back over to IFT and paste that into the box. So you've got that pasted inside, you've made sure there's not an additional space like this. So once that link is in there, click on Create Trigger, and then click on that. And it's now asking us, what would you like to do with that information? So for the first demonstration, what we're going to do is we're going to post to Twitter. So we'll click on Twitter. Again, if you can't find it, if it's not there, just type in Twitter and it will come up in the search results. Now, what it's asking us to do here is to connect to your Twitter account and give IFT permission to post to Twitter. So in order to do this, you need to be logged into your Twitter account. So I am, this is my Twitter account, and I'm logged in right now. So if I just click on connect, it's going to automatically get authorization to connect to Twitter. So I'm going to authorize this. You don't have to put in your password or anything like that, which is great. And it's asking me, what would you like to do with this? So I want to post a tweet. So there's a few options. Make sure you choose the correct one. Post a tweet. And it's asking what information would you like to put into this tweet. Now everything in here is already correct. You don't need to change anything at all. You just click on create action. So this is kind of a little review. So it's saying if a new feed item appears at this address, then we're going to post a tweet to obviously your Twitter account. So I'm going to scroll down. Now you have an option here. You can turn this off if you want to, and I recommend that you do because it becomes a little bit of a nuisance. But all this does is it sends you an email to let you know that this particular applet has run. So it's going to be doing this probably every day. So I switch that off and then I simply click on finish. Now although we've set up that applet, it doesn't do anything immediately. Over at Auto Affiliate Program, it takes some time before we process this for you, and then when we send that information to IFT, it takes IFT some time before they process it, and then when they send it to Twitter, it takes Twitter some time before they process it. So don't expect anything to happen straight away. Just leave it for a day or two, or obviously depending on how often you set your frequency to, before you start to investigate whether or not you set it up correctly. But if you followed those steps, it should be fine, and within a couple of days, you should be seeing this automatically posting to your Twitter account. And I'm going to quickly pop back to my Twitter account, and I'm just going to scroll down to here, and this is exactly the kind of post that you'll see. There's some information about the book, there's a link, and there's a picture. And if people click on that, they're going to go to a squeeze page where they can download this particular book, and that squeeze page is going to be unique to you so that we can credit you for this. So I have got a new tweet. I'm not sure if it's going to be, yes it is, it's a new book. So this one automatically posted for me 4 minutes ago through IFT, through an applet that I've set up on a different IFT account. So you can see it's got a picture of the book, it's got some information, and if people click on that, they come on over to a squeeze page where they can click to download that particular book. So let's now pop back to IFT, and we've got one applet. We can have a look at that. This one here was a default one which came with IFT, so I'm just going to delete this just to show you how to delete them. Go into it, click on the little cog, and then down at the bottom just click on delete and say yes I am sure. It's going to ask us why we want to delete it. I'm just going to say no thanks. I'm not interested in filling out a survey for why I deleted it. So now once again click on demo account, new applet, same as before, click on this. And same as before, we're going to choose RSS feed. And just the same as before, we'll say new feed item. And just as we did previously, we can go back over here and select this address. So copy all of that and pop back over to IFT and paste that into the box. Click on create trigger. Just as before, click on that. And now this time we're going to post to Facebook. Now Facebook is here, but of course if you can't find it, just start typing it in and you'll easily find that. Facebook will post to your Facebook profile, to your account. If you have a Facebook page, then you can post to that, but you can't post to other people's Facebook pages or groups. So in most cases you're just going to be posting to the Facebook page. Again, we need to connect, so you need to be logged in. I am logged into my Facebook account. So pop back over and say connect. And I've already previously given permission on a different IFT account, so I'm just going to click OK, but it will look a little bit different for you. It's going to look similar to the Twitter one, where it says, do you want permission and authorize? So I'm going to say yes. And we've got a couple of options here. So in this case, we want to create a link post. So make sure you choose the correct one. And it's asking what information do you want to put into this. Now this time we need to change it. So the first option, the link URL, that is correct. We don't need to change that. But we do want something in the message, and at the moment that's empty. So click on add ingredient. And from the options here, the one that you'd like is entry content. So just click on that one. And you can see here it looks like code, but when I click outside the box, it's going to change to entry content in a little white square. So that's how it should look for you. Click on create action, and once again I would recommend that you turn this off and then click on finish. Now, just as the Twitter one, it's not going to do anything possibly for a day or two. So just relax, know that you've done it, everything is correct, and within a day or two, you're going to start seeing posts on your Twitter account. So once you're finished doing that, when you click on My Applets, it should look something like this. The difference, of course, is going to be that this number right here will be different because that's unique to you. And of course, you're not posting to my Facebook or my Twitter account, you're posting to your own. Now, I have showed you how to delete these applets already, but I'm just going to pop in and I'm going to quickly delete these two because I don't want them to post, because I've already set up an alternative IFT account which is doing exactly this. And I don't want to spam my Twitter and my Facebook account with multiple posts. So I'm just going to delete both of those. And I'm actually also going to completely delete my IFT account. So if you go into settings, if you ever want to delete your IFT account completely, then you can do that in here. It's down here at the bottom. Look, deactivate your account. Now, I can't see any reason why you might need to do this, but because I only just set up this account for this demonstration, I'm deleting it because I don't want too many IFT accounts, and I already have several. So that's that sorted. But if I go over to my Facebook page, and I'll scroll down, and you can see there's a couple of posts in here. I don't post very often to Facebook, but this is the way it looks on Facebook. So we had on Twitter, it looks like this, and on Facebook, it looks like this. So there's some information about the book, there's a link that people can click on, or there's the picture, and they can click on anywhere in this area, and it's going to also take them to that squeeze page, which obviously is unique with your identification, so you'll get the credit from this. So that's how to set up auto mode. It's very, very simple. We are posting these books to your Facebook account, so your friends are going to see these on Facebook if you choose the Facebook option. There are some books in here that people would rather not have displaying on their Facebook account, so if you would rather opt out of some of those, then go to the book selection page in the menu at the top. While I'm recording the video, that menu's not here because that page isn't quite ready yet, but by the time you watch this, you will have the option to click on one of the menu buttons to go to the book selection page, and you can turn books on or off. So if there's a green light, the book will show. If there's a red light, it's not going to show. So if you're particularly offended by one of the books, or you think that your Facebook followers might be, you can choose to not have that book showing. So that's auto mode. I recommend that you do this as an absolute basic. Set this up and think about it as a safety net that's going to promote these books for you, but then go on and do some more of the manual promotions as well, because the more books you can get in front of people, the more money you're going to make. But this is kind of like this is a standard. You want to get this set up, because if you go on holiday for 6 months, this is going to continue posting to your social media accounts. Now, you're not restricted to just Twitter or Facebook. I deleted my IFT account, but when you're on the IFT account and you're on the That section and you're choosing where you want to post to, you can post to Google or LinkedIn or to a blog or wherever you choose. So there's lots and lots of options with this. It's pretty much the same process as we went through for the Twitter example when we created that applet. So you just post in the RSS feed that you get from right here, and then you select where it wants to post that information to. So that's all. If you have any questions, please do let me know or check the frequently asked questions page. Take care. Bye bye.